Welcome to episode 65 of Sorry for the Delay, a holiday spectacular. I'm your editor, Mia. This week, the boys celebrate Christmas Eve with festive drinks. Sean presents a short story starring both of them, and they discuss the fairness of raffle prizes at holiday parties. Plus, a secret reveal of special gifts for their top listeners. Oh, and happy holidays from all of us here at Sorry for the Delay.
Hello and welcome to Sorry for the Delay, episode 65, a holiday spectacular. Happy Kwanzaa, happy Hanukkah, happy Christmas, Joshua. We are your hosts. My name is Sean, and to this way, left, right, I don't remember, is Joshua. Joshua, how are you doing today on Christmas Eve?
Yeah, Christmas Eve. Yeah.
Christmas Eve, buddy.
Yeah, Christmas. I know, exactly. It's like, whoa, Christmas Eve already. Like, I feel like we just started this. It's been a long time. You know, we made it to Christmas. And as far as I know, both me and you are healthy. And I think most of our listeners are, we're healthy. So I'm glad, we've all made it this far. And I can say I'm happy, but I'm also cold as fuck, man. It's been getting, it's not as cold as it is where you are.
You don't know what cold is.
I know. I'm over here complaining. I think, you know what? On my way in here, I think I looked at the thermostat and it read like 58 inside my house. So,
oh my God.
Yeah. And I'm a cheap ass. I'm not about, inside my house, it's 58 degrees. And I'm not about to turn the heater on. So I'm like one of those people, like, don't complain. Just put on a jacket, grab a blanket or some shit. But other than being cold, I'm doing well. It's just cold in here, man.
Nice, buddy. I mean, speaking of cold, we got sweaters on, bro. I don't know if you want to show yours off. Like yours says "Oh snap," kind of cool. Check it out. Little gingerbread. He's getting cracked in half and shit.
Yeah, gingerbread is cracked.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck yeah. Mine is a dragon burning presents. You kind of see here, getting his ass. Burning them presents, because I'm a bad little boy, Joshua. I'm a naughty little boy.
Where'd you find that? Was that an Amazon find or Big
This is
Daddy
an Amazon find, and just so we're all clear, I'm not keeping it. There is a tag in the back here that says if I remove, I cannot refund it. So this is not staying with me permanently. So this is going back. Sorry, Amazon. It's just for the fun. But I do like the Guy Fieri flames on my arms here. Like I'm fucking flamed up, baby. So I just want to put that out there.
He does have those tattoos going up his arms. I think you're right.
Anyways, Joshua, what's in your cup on this Christmas holiday special?
All right. So since it is a holiday special, I had to do something a little bit different. But I didn't want to give up on the Humex mixes. So because I know we had one left in the pack. It is the mango. I'm going to sip on this thing really quick just to let you all know if this thing's good or not. Sean last week had me try the guava, I think it was, and guava didn't hit very well. It needs to be stepped on, and we went over stepped on last week because Sean didn't know what being stepped on was, I guess. But let me go ahead and try this mango out here for y'all.
Oh, Joshua, will you try that? The only stepped on I know of is in a dominatrix form, so just putting that out there.
I went back for a second sip because it's actually pretty freaking good. A whole lot of mango. I don't taste anything else in there but mango.
Okay.
So if you love mango, this would be a good buy. And honestly, the whole variety pack is I think pretty stellar. And if you got some like tequila, you got some other things to step on these things with for a variety pack. I think it's I think Bucanas. I think you can come up with a bunch of different drinks just buying this pack alone. So
nice.
When it's all said and done, yes, I recommend these the variety pack of the
Wait, what would you give it out of 5?
Oh, out of 5? This one right here?
Yeah.
Now that it's been stepped on with some ice. I'm gonna give this a 4.5. So
okay.
Pretty high ranking.
4.5.
But like I said, Sean, this is a special episode, so I didn't come into this episode with one drink. I came in double fisting, baby. I got 2 drinks because today's Christmas Eve. We got to do something a little bit different. So I decided to step it up with this one right here, and I'm gonna pop this up real quick. Sure. So this is everything that's going into this drink.
The fuck
right here.
All right, Joshua, go ahead and describe for the people listening. What is in this?
Okay,
that you
so
have in your hand here.
what's in my cup? This fancy little drink right here. It's a holiday special. It's called a Mary Margarita. So in this particular drink, you got 2 ounces of tequila, 1 ounce of orange liqueur, 1 ounce of lime juice, 1.5 ounces of pomegranate juice, 1 ounce of coconut milk, and some fancy little pomegranate the little areolas or areolas, whatever you call those things that you put in there. Right? Is that what you think?
Seeds?
Areolas?
You're talking about the seeds?
Oh yeah, the seeds that go into the drink for garnish. Yeah. So that's,
All right. Well, how does it taste? Okay. Tell the people how it tastes. It looks good. I'll tell you that right now. It has a nice color to it. The coconut milk is getting me though.
Yeah, it's very, very, very good. I'm not gonna lie. I tried this drink before I brought this on air with everybody, just because I didn't want to spit this thing out all over my keyboard and it would create a complete mess. So I don't want to do that. But yeah, I highly recommend it. The recipe's on screen, so you have to slide over to YouTube to see it. Or if you just heard, the way I broke it down right there, you can try it out. But this is a good holiday drink. So I recommend it. Highly, highly recommend it. So this is your Mary Margarita, everybody. Delicious.
All right. Hats off to Joshua. Double fisting today. Buddy, I do have something in my cup as well. Let me start by showing this off first. So I was out shopping today because I refused to go to work. But I found this cider. You can see Avid Cider. This is a pomegranate and blueberry imperial cider. And what I did with this is I actually made it into a cocktail. I've been on a bourbon kick again recently because I love Burbies. And what I did was I added one can of that to 4 ounces of Wild Turkey 101, mixed it into a cup, did a little shaky shake, add a little bit of lime juice just to give it a little bit of acidity. And then that's pretty much it. It's real simple, nice and easy, and it's fucking delicious. It tastes like I'm not going to be waking up early tomorrow.
Do you work tomorrow? I know I work tomorrow.
No, I got the next 2 days off.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
So
yeah, that's perfect. I work at 6 a.m. tomorrow, so it should be a grand morning for
wonderful.
Myself. Yeah.
Wow.
Actually, no, because tomorrow's Christmas. So what are you talking about, everybody? I don't work tomorrow.
I was going to say, it's Christmas, bro. Tomorrow.
Yeah.
No, Joshua works on Christmas. He's actually one of Santa's little elves. That's just a
I'm actually passion. One of his little hoes.
One of his little hoes. Actually, Joshua, speaking of little hoes and working for Santa, hey, I have a story, an AI story, that I would like to share with the people here before we get too far into this episode. So I'll go ahead and share my screen with you, buddy. And obviously, for those of you listening, you've been through this before. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy what I'm about to play for you guys right here. Joshua, here we go.
A wild Christmas Eve with Santa. Sean and Joshua were best friends and notorious night owls. On Christmas Eve, they found themselves in Sean's living room, laughing over mugs of hot cocoa spiked with questionable holiday cheer and debating the plausibility of Santa Claus.
Come on, Sean,
Joshua said, adjusting his reindeer antlers.
If Santa was real, he'd have to be turbo-powered to deliver all those presents in one night.
Sean raised an eyebrow.
Turbo-powered? He's magical, dude. Totally different energy.
Their argument carried them into the wee hours, past midnight, until they heard something. A faint, jingling noise outside the window. They froze.
Did you hear that?
Sean whispered.
It's probably a squirrel,
Joshua muttered, but his eyes darted nervously to the fireplace. Suddenly, with a burst of sparkles, Santa Claus himself appeared in their living room. He was shorter than they expected, with a glint in his eye and a coffee-stained list in hand.
Sean! Joshua!
Santa boomed, brushing soot from his velvet suit.
You're awake! Didn't your parents ever tell you to sleep on Christmas Eve?
Sean and Joshua gawked. Joshua broke the silence.
You're real.
Santa sighed.
Every year someone has to figure it out. Well, since you're up, how about you join me? I could use the help.
Without waiting for an answer, Santa snapped his fingers, and the three of them were suddenly aboard his sleigh. The reindeer looked mildly annoyed, as if to say, "Great, more passengers."
This is incredible.
Sean exclaimed, gripping the edge of the sleigh as it soared over rooftops.
Hey, Rudolph,
Joshua called, leaning over the side.
your nose isn't even that bright.
Rudolph snorted and flicked his head, causing a gust of wind that sent Joshua toppling back into the sleigh. Santa handed them each a bag of presents.
You two will deliver to this neighborhood,
He said, pointing to a cluster of glowing houses below. Sean and Joshua clambered down chimneys, dodging yapping dogs and alarm systems. Sean got stuck in a chimney once, but Santa magically unstuck him with a wink. By the time they returned to the sleigh, they were covered in soot and giggling like school kids.
Best night ever.
Joshua shouted as the sleigh zoomed over a snowy forest. Santa, munching on a cookie, grinned.
You've done well, lads. Now, one last stop before I drop you off.
The sleigh landed in a field of glowing mushrooms, their colors pulsating softly in the moonlight.
What's this?
Sean asked, mesmerized.
A special delivery.
Santa said cryptically, handing them each a tiny package labeled, "Microdose for a Merry Mind." The next thing they knew, Sean and Joshua woke up on Sean's living room floor, surrounded by neatly wrapped packages of psychedelic mushrooms.
Dude,
Joshua said, rubbing his head.
was that real?
Sean blinked at the packages, then at Joshua.
I don't know. But if it wasn't, our imaginations need a warning label.
Just then, Sean's phone buzzed with a text from an unknown number.
Thanks for the help. Merry Christmas, Santa.
They stared at each other, wide-eyed, before bursting into laughter.
Next year,
Sean said, holding up a package.
we're sleeping through Christmas Eve. Deal?
Deal.
Joshua replied, but neither of them could help wondering if somewhere Santa was still laughing too.
There you go, Joshua. How did you feel about our little adventure with
like
Santa?
That. I like that.
Right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. You know, I
love
could have
the
put sound
images.
effects in it and stuff, but, you know, it
Yeah.
was kind of late notice for me. But I did have ChatGPT create those images, which, Joshua, I have a newfound respect for you when you put your images together, because that was so fucking difficult to get ChatGPT to be consistent at all with any of that shit, dude. It was definitely a learning experience. But how'd you like it? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, I like that. That was good. That was another fun one. I think we should add that to our little collection of stories that we're building here. We're going to create a nice little library, I think, when this is all said and done, of stories. for people to listen to.
Did you have any questions on maybe voice choices or story choices? Please, I'm all open for these conversations.
No,
Let me know how you felt.
I like the way you had a lot of different voices, because I think in my stories the voices were a little there wasn't a ton of variety. So I got to applaud your different voices that you chose and the accents. I think you had some Australian accents in there. Like how many different accents?
Yeah, we
did you
gave
have
you
in
an
your
Australian accent. Let me put it this way. I had a few different ones that I was going to give you, but I settled on the Australian one because you strike me as an Aussie type of person. You know, like you like to be outside, you like to run around barefoot. You know, so I was like, yeah, he's got this Aussie sensibility to him.
like
and
that.
then
Good
obviously,
choice.
so you're just sexy as an Aussie man.
Yeah, good choice. I would have guessed, like, if you were to like put prompts up and said, like, Joshua, guess what voice I would have guessed you to give me like the kid who just sucked on a lot of helium and just lived the rest of his life with that voice. I would imagine
My second choice, Joshua, was actually what the voice of Santa Claus became. that was going to be your voice,
Okay.
but I decided against it because I heard the Aussie one, and I was like, "Oh, this is Joshua."
Yeah, good choice. I like that. I always like a good story, man. So good job with that because I know that takes time. So I applaud
Thanks,
you.
man.
That was good.
And for the record, I asked ChatGPT to give me a short kid story about you and I meeting Santa Claus and then waking up to a room full of psychedelic mushrooms and not knowing if it was real. So I feel like ChatGPT gave me an actual pretty decent story. So
Yeah. Thank you, Chat. Thank you if you're listening, which you
Thanks,
usually are. I know
ChatGPT.
you're always listening. Chat's always listening.
it's always listening, buddy. It's always listening.
Good
All right.
I like that.
Let's move on, my dude. Let's head on over
All right.
to the chat with us on this special holiday edition.
Let's get into
We
it,
got
man.
some stuff that we got to get into.
Let's get into it. All right, Sean. We got a couple different. We got some things to talk about. Spend some time or fly right through them, whatever we want to do. And we always love the feedback. If any one of these strikes a chord with somebody listening, we do read the comments. We love it. So let us know if you like any of this stuff. Sean, the number
Yes,
one.
sir.
What do we got?
Santa or Surveillance, followed by Knock Knock, Santa's Revenge. Oh, God, I'm kind of scared after that story. Is this right? Question mark.
Okay.
Holiday parties. And the final one is, should I keep it or not? Oh, God, I'm kind of scared. What does that mean?
All right. Santa's Surveillance. Okay, this is coming up a lot, and it's kind of a play on the holidays. Everything that's going on right now. But if you're in the closet right now, you're gonna have no idea what I'm talking about. But I'm sure everybody by now has heard about all the drones.
Oh, I just heard about that
Flying
today,
around.
surprisingly.
You just heard about it today?
Yeah, I mean, that I don't pay attention to anything other than this podcast and work.
These drones are all over the place right now. So I had this thought. I was like, is this Santa or is this surveillance? So Sean, what do you think are these drones? Do you think are they of this planet? We'll start there. Do you think these are man-made drones that we are seeing currently right now?
Well, I just want to start with it's aliens.
Okay.
It's always aliens.
Okay.
Like straight up, it's always aliens. But if I go past that, I'm going to say it's like a Big Brother system here. I think we're slowly becoming a country that has a Big Brother surveillance now, and nobody's going to talk about it until it's too late. So that's what I'm going with. Big Brother.
Yeah, I do agree with you on this topic right here. I think these drones that are up and flying around right now, I think there's so little oversight, and I think somebody found a gray area in the system, and I think they're using these things to actually target specific either cell phones, locations, geo sync on individuals, neighborhoods. I think there's a reason why they're flying around where they're flying around. I think they're ours. I don't think they're from another country right now, but I think this could be the start of like an Iron Dome system, some kind of tethered net of drones over specific areas that either there to protect you or either there to spy on you. So I'm staying tuned to what these drones are going to do, but I could foresee this being an iron kind of dome or an iron shield surveillance to do both things, good and bad.
I will say that I am with you that they have to be ours, because if they weren't ours, that shit would be shot down like immediately.
And what was funny is they interviewed some, I forget the company he was from, but they interviewed him and they said it's kind of interesting that if they weren't from this world, they wouldn't had FAA lights on them. So they do have coordinating FAA lighting on the wingtips or whatever the drone tips, whatever you want to call these things. So they're following some regulations as it applies to this world. So I don't think the aliens would be using lights at all.
Hang on a minute. Hang on. They're aliens, bro. They're an advanced civilization, right? You don't think that they would mimic our technology right now in order to be unsuspicious? You don't think that would be what they would be doing?
I don't know.
I think they would mimic what we have now for them to sneak on in here and fucking take us over.
I mean, that does make sense. I mean, if you're going to, like a chameleon, right? Like, how do you blend in? You become the thing that you want to follow. You know, you blend into that thing. So that does make sense too. Why would you not make it look like everything else? But it is quite interesting that there's a lot of this going on, and currently the statements are that they're not harmful. They're not, but like nobody is telling anybody like what they really are. So
Yep.
I don't know. We'll we'll see what happens with these things, all these drones.
Stay tuned to Sorry for the Delay next week when we get canceled by the U.S. government.
Right?
All right, Joshua, let's move on. Knock, knock, Santa's Revenge. What is this?
Okay, so I was messing around at work today, and I was kind of teasing some people. I was like, okay, this is just like one of those thought bubbles that came into my head. I was like, what if Santa came to your door and gave you two choices? Okay, and hypothetically, this is if Santa is real, right? Santa's a real person. Santa brings the good and the bad, right? So Santa comes to your door. He gives you two choices. He said, one of the choices you get would be everything on your Christmas list this year you would get. Hand over fist. You wanted the Xbox. You wanted the car. You wanted better relationship. Whatever you asked Santa for, whatever was on your list, Santa would grant you that.
Okay.
On the other side of that, the other thing would be all of the naughty, all of the chaos, everything that you've done to basically just fuck shit up. Let's just put it in blatant terms. Santa would also give you those same, like that same shit would happen to you, right? But your choice, basically, I'm fucking this all up. So basically, if you're on the nice list, you get all the good things. If you're on the naughty list, you get all the chaos that you've created in other people's lives. So you have to make a choice to let Santa into your house. You open the door, Santa's there, right? So Santa, you say, Santa, yes, come in, because I want whatever you're going to give me. I mean, ideally, you think you've been good. That's why you're inviting Santa in the house, right? Like the whole thing about it. So are you going to, like, do you trust yourself enough to invite Santa in because you think you've done that you're on the nice list? Or do you not trust yourself enough for the whole year that you've been on the naughty list? So he's just going to fucking come into your house and just he's going to destroy your life.
No, I would let him in because I think during my year of life here, I don't think I've gotten anywhere near like violent or to the point where Santa would basically kill me. I think he would just verbally abuse me and emotionally abuse me. And I think that's probably the extent of my year. So yeah, bring it on. I'll take all the gifts I want.
So you think you made Santa's nice list this year?
I think I made his moderate list. You know, the list in between the naughty.
There's no middle list. Yeah, it's either you've done good.
Yeah, I made the nice list. I made the nice list this year.
Okay. All right. I don't know. I don't think I trust myself enough to invite him in, because I mean, I generally don't do like a lot of bad shit, but when somebody else judges you, right? Because you are on the other side. That's judge, and then you're being judged by that. So I don't know. I think it's kind of an interesting kind of thing. Like, does anybody really think they've been nice enough this year to get everything that you deserve?
Yes.
Or do you deserve the chaos that you've created for other people in their lives? Ask yourself this at the end of the year and Christmas time comes around, when you either have shit under your tree or you don't. Santa made his choice. So it's just kind of one of those things that it's kind of a reflection. You know, we're getting into New Year's, you know, like, so if there isn't shit under your tree, I guess the point of this is, ask yourself, have you been nice this year or naughty this year? Because what's under the tree could reflect how you've been either as a person or towards people or whatever, you know? So
what if you're just poor, Joshua? What if you're just broke and you have nothing under your tree? Does that make you a bad person? I don't think so.
No, but I think good things tend to come your way if you're like, even if you are broke, you know what I mean? Like, so
I don't know. I'm letting Santa in. He can do whatever he wants to me as long as I get my gifts.
He let Santa in. All right. I would be tempted to let Santa in, but I don't know if I trust it.
Yeah, he would probably murder you. You've done some bad shit.
I mean, I guess depends on who you talk to, right? Jesus.
Listen, all I know is you're hanging out with a lot of drug dealers because you're getting these new terminologies like step on and fucking.
Right.
Oh,
Hey, Sean,
man.
do we have an AI song this episode or no?
No, we do, Joshua. We do have an
song?
AI song. And you know what? We're going to play it. We're going to play it in its entirety for this Christmas special, Joshua, because I did it this morning and I'm so goddamn happy with it. Unlike last week's song, I was not happy with it. I just felt like it was a throwaway one, to be honest with you guys. I mean, I know some of you enjoyed it, but I want to just put this out there. I did this one this morning. Took me maybe 3 hours to get it right. It's still not perfect, but I really like it. Mainly for just one part in particular, Joshua, that shouldn't be so good, but it is. So I'll go. Let's fucking get it. Let me share my screen. As always on this fucking podcast, I share my screens with Joshua. And for those of you listening, fucking just keep listening. And for those of you watching who want to join along, head over to sorryforthedelay.live/AI radio, and it'll be right there, and you guys can listen to it in your free time whenever you want. But this song, Joshua, is called Snowflakes and Heartbreaks. And yeah, I know. Catchy, right? Catchy. So here you go, everybody. Enjoy this banger. Just for the record, it's about 5 minutes long.
Jesus. Here we go.
We'll see you at the end of 5 minutes. Enjoy or skip forward. I don't give a fuck. Like you'll hear the part. Anyways, Here it is.
Feels colder now, you know. I'm staring at these empty halls of light where laughter used to fill our silent nights. I was dreaming of a day when you and I still loved the sky. Now I'm here alone, wondering why the carols echo softly on the street, but my heart can't find its steady beat. Memories sparkle on the tree. They're shining, but they don't shine for me. Oh, baby, I'm lost in this holiday haze. No warmth in these winter days. You were my star when all was still. Now I'm left with a chill. Oh, baby, I'm calling your name in the night, hoping these sleigh bells might set it right. But all I hear is silence so loud beneath this Christmas shroud. I wrap myself in blankets of regret, counting moments I just can't forget. Hot cocoa's bitter on my tongue. Our favorite songs remain unsung, where we once danced beneath moonlit skies. Only empty echoes now reply. The mistletoe hangs, but no kiss comes. again. This ice would melt and hope would mend. But angels in the snow can't reply. They fade like wishes in the sky. Oh baby, I'm lost in this holiday haze. No warmth in these winter days. You were my star when all was still. Now I'm left with a chill. Oh baby, I'm calling your name in the night. Wishing these sleigh bells would make it right. I'll keep on dreaming till daylight's found. And Christmas warmth comes back around. I wrote your name down, whispering low, hoping one day you might know. Beyond the silence, the longing, the cry, I still remember how we loved the sky.
Beautiful.
Sensational, buddy. Sensational. There you go. There is your AI track for the week. Snowflakes and Heartbreaks. I'm sorry it took so long to get to the best part of that banger, but Joshua, when I heard that part, I was like, my God, it just goes so fucking hard, dude. It goes so fucking hard for no fucking reason. And I was just like, that's it. That's the one.
Did you say you made that this morning?
I made that this morning, buddy.
Jesus.
I made that this morning. Yeah, I know. It's
That's
great.
pretty good.
Sensational.
For a one day setup. It's pretty good.
Right. And for maybe this is your first time watching us or whatever, but we make these AI songs, and what that means is we give AI, ChatGPT especially, a prompt. It creates the lyrics. We send it over to Sono, and that gives us the music. And so it's a lot of variations and stuff like that. So it's pretty much all AI written, which is amazing to think about some of the bangers that we've had this year, Joshua. And as we go into the new year, I think we'll probably have a reflection episode where maybe we'll hit a little bit of this was the highlight of the AI songs and stuff like that. We'll do something special for that. But that's one special away. So we're still in this holiday special, baby. So let's move on. This next one is called Is This Right? As the topic, Joshua. And I gave you this topic because one of our lovely listeners, someone who you know very fondly of, sent me this image and asked, what is the correct way? So once again, Joshua, I need you to check the screen real quickly. This is the image I was sent, Joshua. If Batman was Santa, would he wear his hat like this or like this? And there are 5 different pictures of Batman with a Santa hat on. Number 1, Joshua, if you see here, is the hat in the middle in between his ears, just regular hat.
Yep.
Number 2 is 2 little hats on his points of his ears. Number 3 is what I call the turkey, which is he has his little ears and the hat is poking out with the little white dots on his little point ears, and then the original hat. The 4th one is a bat. So he has his hat on his legs as he's hanging upside down. And the last one is basically half of a hat covering his eyes, going up with the little points, having the little white frilly things on it. So Joshua, I need to know, which one is right? Which one do you feel is right on this?
I feel like there's a couple different categories here, right? Because I feel like the most cleverest one of these images is the one on the far right, where the hat is, you got 2 little Santa hats just on, the ears coming up. Like that's pretty clever. I gotta say that's clever. But I feel like if Batman really was in the spirit, he'd pull that shit right over his face, like he did right below that on the bottom right, and he pulled that shit all the way down, and he'd rock that shit just like that. That's how. That's how I would wear it if I was Batman.
Okay. I would say the first image is probably the correct way, where it's just the hat in the middle without covering the little points.
Mm-hmm.
But I will say the last one, it does feel right, you know? It feels
it does
right.
something about it, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
He's
it
the
just
masked
feels-
man.
feels good.
You know, it's Christmas time. You got to pull that shit all the way over your face. You gotta sniff the fur into the nostrils. You know, like
Sniff
that's
the lining.
Yeah, sniff the lining. There you go. Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking great. Anyway,
I love
Josh,
that.
that was it for that one. So, yeah, let us know what you think is the right way for Batman to wear a Santa hat. Put it in the comments. All right, let's move on. Joshua, holiday parties.
Here we go.
Recently had our holiday party last week.
We did.
And
We did.
Joshua, I guess the question is, did you end up going to your holiday party?
I mean, I don't want to like drag this out, but I did not go to my holiday party. It
Ugh.
might break some
What a
people's hearts
disappointment.
that I didn't go. But the only person I care about breaking a heart, she was with me that night. We were watching movies and we had dinner together. So I don't give a shit. So it was a good time, man. Even though I didn't go to the party, I didn't have to deal with the drinking and driving, deal with finding a table. I didn't have to deal with what to wear, you know, scrubbing my balls, you know, taking a shower right before the freaking party. You know, I didn't have to deal with all that shit. So me and my girlfriend, we hung out, we made dinner with her sister and my niece, you know, her daughter. So it was a good time. Even though we didn't go to the party, I spent the night exactly how I wanted to. So there's that.
All right. Well, listen, I'm not going to say that you're a failure at life or anything like that.
All right,
you know,
suck.
'cause Those
You know,
those
you
would
go,
make me.
you
those
can say
things would
whatever
make
you
me
want,
happy.
man. Go
Those
ahead.
things
You
would make
go
me
ahead.
so
Roast
happy.
Me. Roast me.
But it's
Go
fine.
for it.
It's fine. I'm not going to roast Joshua, everybody. It's the holiday season. You know, everybody gets a pass. Everybody gets one. But I will say this. I had a holiday party, and I actually went to it. All right. And it was wonderful all the way up until the very end, Joshua.
Oh, shit.
So I have a question.
Okay.
We had our holiday party at a tap room, which is amazing. Beautiful place, legitimately. Food was catered by a great caterer. Everything was going wonderfully. And as Christmas parties go, it was very tame. Nobody was acting wild. There was one person acting wild, but it's kind of his MO, so it was fine. But everybody was pretty much behaving correctly. Everything was going well. Until we got to the gifts, Joshua. So at Christmas parties, usually there's a raffle for gifts. And the way I would think a raffle would work is you put your name into a hat or a bucket maybe, and you draw those names for people who are there. Am I wrong on that one, Joshua?
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to a raffle, you're kind of describing it correctly. I mean,
Okay.
like your version of it.
Specifically, people who are there. All right? People who are there should be granted these gifts because they're there. They took the time to make the time and effort to come over here to the party, hang out, say hi to people, and do all this fun stuff.
You must be
This-
present to win. You must be
Present to win a present, right? Sounds
Yes.
about right. It makes sense. This year, Joshua, was a little different. They had the names and stuff inside a bucket.
Sounds bad.
Box, right? They had names for everybody who was working, whether they showed up or not. And they drew those names. And if somebody wasn't there, they would take a present and put that name onto the present and set it aside. Come the end of the night, Joshua, about 65% of the presents were to people who were not at the Christmas party. So you can imagine the disappointment in the room on a very wonderful holiday party. And I just want your opinion on that. This is my question now. Do you think it's right for people to win prizes who are not there?
The simple short answer is no. I think anybody. I think you have to be present to win. I mean, like you. It's. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing, but I kind of feel like in order to get put into the game, you got to be on the field. You know what I mean? Like there's there's rewards to being present, and not showing up, I mean, you're not going to get rewarded. So, I mean, for somebody to win something that just doesn't show up, it's like a big middle finger to the people that took the time to go. Because like myself, no knock on anybody that did go to the Christmas party. Like, I spent the night the way I wanted to. There are people that did go to my Christmas party that I would have loved to spend the night with. So I'm not going to take that away from them. It would have been, it would have been fun. Yeah, it would have been fun. There's music, there's drink, there's food, there's prizes. There's like, shit happens at Christmas parties as I talked about last year. People, show their tits and shit. I mean, stuff happens at Christmas parties, so they're fun to go to. But I think if you're going to be there, like, yeah, you should get a present for, participating in the wet t-shirt contest, like can't do that from home.
Here are your beads.
This isn't OnlyFans, you know what I mean? Like you gotta show up. You can't just zoom the tits in, not that this happened at Sean's party, but I think you got to be there to win the prize. I mean, that's just.
Thank you, Joshua. Thank you for seconding my opinion. I knew you would, but I just wanted to hear it. So here was my compromise to that for next year, and you tell me if it's a good idea or not. I'm okay with putting everybody's name into a bucket or a box or whatever and drawing them. I am more, well, how do I word this? I would rather, instead of giving them a gift that's physically there, you give them gift cards. So if you pull a name, right, and they're like, oh, it's Joshua, but Joshua's not here because he's fucking off, right? We'll set you aside, but we'll give you a gift card instead of an actual physical gift that is there. And we save those for people who are in the actual facility. Is that a good compromise, or is it not a good compromise?
I'm the ideal candidate for a gift card. Like, I am the demographic.
Yes, you are.
So, yeah, if I don't show up, give me a fucking gift card. Yeah. Like,
I feel like it's perfect. I feel like a gift card is just enough to be like, we thought about you kind of thing, I feel like that's what it should be, rather than, hey, you just won a fucking television, but you're not here.
I think you make these gift cards like symbolic too. You know what I mean? Like you buy them to places that like really say you love them, like especially like Subway. You just want to put a footlong in their mouth. You know what I mean? Like just make it, give it context for not showing up. You know what I mean? Like, so I don't know. Yeah, you got to show up, man. You got to, if you want to participate. Like if they called my name at a Christmas party and it was for a PS5 and they told me the next day, dude, you could have won a PS5, I would be bummed, but I'd be like, yeah, well, I had to fucking go to win the PS5 or the Xbox or the trip to Fiji or some bullshit. Yeah, you have to participate. You got to show up. It's just life. Agreed. You got to show up.
Anyways, let us know what you think. Is it okay for people not at the Christmas party to win Christmas prizes? Let us know in the comments. Anyways, Joshua, last one. Let's get to it. Should I keep it or not?
Should I keep
you talking
it?
about your sweater?
Should
I talking about the sweater?
Not? Yeah, exactly. We got to end it with, we're both wearing these fucking sweaters on this shit. Like this, I got to be real honest with you. We're 48 minutes into this bitch. I've never once bought an ugly sweater. They've always been given to me. I've never bought one. But I mean,
did you buy this one?
No, I did buy it. I did. It was one of the last ones on there. There was some better ones, and I was told like, yeah, everybody buys. Like, I didn't know. I don't buy these shits. So the question is like, should I keep this shit or should I return it? It's normally $50. This is a $50 sweater.
That makes sense. Mine was about $60. Yeah,
but I got it for $25.
Oh, that's kind of a steal, to be honest.
Yeah, it was on sale. I got it at Kohl's. So if you got a Kohl's around you, I'm sure most people listening do have Kohl's around them. But is it worth keeping for $25? I mean, it's an snap. It's cookie.
Yours is pretty cool, my dude. It is pretty cool. $25. I mean, my stance already on this one. Like, I'm returning this one, but I'll tell you this: the only reason I'm going to return it officially is because they have this same one that has little lights that go on the fire, which is the one I really wanted, but I settled for this one. So that's the only reason I'm returning it, so I can get that one. And I'm going to do that one for next year. So spoiler alert, it's going to be here next year. But it's up to you. I mean, I would say keep it, because for $25, you have another sweater. That's your costume for the next Sorry for the Delay holiday special? Like, fucking, you don't have to get another one. You just throw that one on and be like, hey, this is my sweater. So I'd say keep it.
I have to be honest to the listeners. Like, Sean kind of talked me into buying a sweater. I wasn't gonna buy a sweater. I usually, like, fuck, man. Like, I want to be festive.
He doesn't like spending money.
Like, I like to be festive, but man, it definitely, like, this is gonna go in my closet, and I'm only gonna bust it out once a year. So I do have to say thank you to Sean for motivating me to go out and buy a sweater.
Look how cute we look. Look how fucking cute we are. So
that's why I had to pose the question. Like, is it worth the $25?
It is. I think it is. Honestly, $25. That's a quarter of the price I paid for this. So I would say keep it. And next year you can wear it again. And there you go. See, it paid for itself.
Yeah, I didn't even know how diverse the ugly sweaters are either. Like, when I went on Amazon, dude, like, there's a huge market for ugly sweaters, and kind of surprising, and I'm a little bummed.
I would say that if you were like, the question you got to ask yourself is, we're going to do this again next year.
Sure.
Like, we're going to have another sweater thing.
Good point.
Like, would you rather pick out a different sweater knowing that there are a bunch of different varieties?
Yes.
Or would you rather have that sweater that you've already purchased for $25?
No, I saw some kick-ass ones that I wanted to buy. There was actually one there. You know why I hate fucking, real quick, I hate Amazon? They let you click the button and make it look like you can get it the next day. Like, oh shit, I can click the button.
Yes.
Yes. And then you go into the item, and then it's like, get it tomorrow for $70.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's like, no, that's not what that button should be for. The button is to get the better shipping, not to charge me $70 for the faster shipping. So that's a little bit of a bait and switch, Amazon. So maybe fix that a little bit, because it's kind of fucked up.
It is. So I guess the question you got to ask yourself, Joshua, is if you're going to get yourself something better because you know what's out there, then yes, return it. But if not, then I would say keep it. So there you go.
Maybe I'll wear it with my pants off and look in the mirror and see how I look, and
snap.
That'll tell me if I really should keep it or not.
All right, buddy, let's start landing this plane. I know we got some special deliveries.
We do.
That we are about to unveil on this podcast for those of you who made it this far. Thank you for making it this far. Honestly, like, holiday spectacular, holiday specials, we always do something a little bit different, or the same, just longer.
So the cool thing is, like, I really did want to do this in the beginning of the episode, but like, I didn't want to spoil it. Like any good gift under the tree, you got to wait till the sun goes down, to the logs are nicely lit.
The logs?
Yeah, the logs, like back there in the background, the fire's roasting, the house gets to a good temperature. So right now the house,
not 58.
No, it's really cold in here. But the studio's at a really good temperature right now, so I think it's a good time to show a little bit of recognition to 3 of our top listeners. And we like to give back. 'Tis the season to be jolly. So we went out here on Sorry for the Delay and got 3 of our viewers a little gift. And here's a little gift.
So as Joshua grabs those, I just want to point out that the 3 listeners who we're giving these gifts to, have these gifts, and they are wrapped up, thanks to Joshua, because we film these in the future. So, spoiler alert, it's not actually Christmas Eve, but it is for when you watch this. But Joshua, please reveal what we've given our 3 top listeners here.
Okay, so as you know, me and Sean love to get popped. We love it. We just love to just,
the wording on that stuff doesn't work.
I just love to get popped. I know it doesn't work, but it is what it is. You're getting popped. So we went out and we hooked our listeners up with, I don't know, Sean, you can maybe describe it a little better. So you can go out at Funko and you can actually pop yourself, give a likeness of yourself as a Funko. So what we went ahead and did is popped some of our listeners.
Yes.
And
our listeners.
And there they are, everybody. So if you're listening on Spotify, you're gonna have to slide over to YouTube. But it comes in this cool box. Oh fuck, it's kind of hard to do. Comes in this really cool box. They're actually wrapped. They're packaged and protected, But we got 3 of our listeners. We went ahead and popped them for Funko here. And
let's show them off, buddy. Let's show them off one at a time here. So that way we can, really say thank you for listening to us. Just 2 dudes on the internet talking about dicks and aliens all the time. We do really appreciate you guys. And clearly, we appreciate you a lot. So
all right,
show us off the first one, buddy.
So for the first one, we got a shout out to El Jefe, man. This guy right here comes through. He's a big supporter. Always says what's up, give us some feedback, and we always love that. So this is our first popped listener right here, and this is El Jefe. Dude, the lights are so crazy.
Yeah, the lights are a little blinding. It's all right.
Yeah, they're so crazy right now. But this is El Jefe right here. So El Jefe is in a beautiful little suit. He's got a fishing pole, and in the other hand, he's got a cell phone. So this is El Jefe right here. So,
I just
there
like
you
the
go.
way you say that.
So that's our first popped listener right there. For our next listener, again, big supporter, always shows a lot of love, and like we do, we show the love back. We got King Zoni right here.
So now, is King Zoni his name, or what is that, Joshua?
We'll just keep it at King Zoni, all right? So King Zoni is over here rocking the King Zoni's a big San Francisco 49ers. Sorry, Niners. I don't think you're gonna.
Sorry,
I think
everybody.
you're done.
Yeah.
Wearing a nice 49er sweater. He's got a little number 1 in the hand and is holding the football for King Zoni.
That's nice.
So yeah,
Very cool.
showing a lot of love. Thank you for the support. And for our final listener, again, nothing but love for this listener. Always coming through with feedback and pictures and just very supportive of the whole podcast. So can't say enough. Thank you very much. Here is your likeness right here as a Funko Pop right here. So you can't see it, but down at the bottom of the little box, this listener has 2 little cats, 1 little white cat, 1 little black cat. They're at the bottom. And this listener also likes to work out, so we threw a little weight in there. Mm-hmm. But yeah, once again, it's what can I say? We love we love how everybody gets in on this, and we got them a little gift here. So
let that be incentive for everybody watching these shorts, because this is going to be a short. Hang out with us. We return the favor. So thank you again to our 3 top listeners. We do really appreciate it. And if we missed you because you're a top listener, but you don't acknowledge us or comment with us, throw some comments in there. Shoot us some DMs if you don't want to put a comment out. We'll talk to you. Make you into a pop next year. Mm-hmm. So thank you guys so much for watching and listening. We do appreciate that shit. It's pretty freaking awesome, Joshua. This
Sean,
shit is hitting me now. I'm starting to slowly lose my tempo.
You can always tell when Sean starts to lose it. But I do have to ask again, because it was brought up today again by one of the 3. I'm not going to say who was one of the 3 listeners that we popped over here. Has anybody won any of the contests that we have done throughout the year?
Let's see. We have a few contests going on officially. We have the lucky number 7 contest, which is explained way back in the year, but that's our lucky numbers. If we got to 7 lucky numbers by the end of the year, we would give something away. That one's still not over yet, but we haven't gotten any 7s recently in the lucky number, so it's kind of like, we'll see if we get to it. The second contest was your contest, Joshua. With the contest of having to go all the way out to bumfuck nowhere and
the treasure
find
hunt,
the rattlesnake hole.
It's a treasure hunt. It's a treasure hunt.
It's still probably out there.
Yeah.
And the third contest was the Universal Monster figure box, the little mystery box. And no, nobody has won either of those yet. And I believe I mentioned it in the last episode, but the way you can win one of those Universal Monster characters is just type in the comments of what your favorite Universal Monster character is. Very easy. Very easy. And that's it. But no, just what nobody has won yet, and all those contests go until the end of the year, and then pretty much null and void. So start your day off right.
Yeah.
So yeah. Anything else, Joshua? Anything else you want to share for the week?
I mean, that was brought up to me again today. So I thought we just revisit that. We did that on the last episode. I think we revisited the giveaways and all that last episode. So there's another opportunity. We can only throw the bait out there so many times to give back and show some love back to you guys. So at some point, we just sound desperate, and none of us are desperate. We're just here having fun. So if you want some free shit,
if
we're
nobody
here to
wants
give it
this
away.
shit, I'm about to open this next week.
Yeah, this is all good fun. So yeah, but we enjoy all of you guys, and I'm very happy to give each of the 3 of you listeners these Funko Pops, and hopefully you don't watch this and you open them on Christmas, because when I give them to you,
I want you to watch this. I want you to watch this on Christmas. Oh, wait, speaking of that, Joshua, just real quick. Hey, for those of you listening on Spotify, I fucked up the last week and I released the episode on Monday instead of Tuesday. So consider that a Christmas miracle. Just for the record, all our episodes come out on Tuesday, 7 o'clock in the morning on YouTube, and 5 o'clock in the morning on Spotify. So just wanted to put that out there because I fucked it up. But
clear that.
If you guys were listening and were like, "What happened to the one on Tuesday?" It's because it came out on Monday. Apologize for that. But like Joshua was saying, like I think it's so fucking cool that we're able to do that. And Joshua and I did design those Funkos together. It wasn't a Joshua just effort. We did those both together.
We did, yeah.
Which was pretty fucking fun. So there's that. Yeah, buddy. I had a fun find, but I'm not. I'll save it for next week because I want those 3 Funkos to be the star of the show on this special. So Joshua, let's do one fortune. For the last no, let's save the last fortune for our New Year's episode. Let's fucking get into those goddamn stupid drunk ones.
So if you don't know,
the last week drunk one was okay. It was decent.
Yeah, well, if you don't know, we've been pulling from the Dirty Dozen right here. I got the Dirty Dozen, and I also got the Boozy Dozen. I got these on Amazon. We started this quite some time ago. We kind of fell off the Boozy because Boozy it wasn't very funny, or they got repetitive. But as Sean alluded to, we're going to give the Boozy a try because we're going to save that dirty one for the last one. So here we go. Come on, Boozy. All right, everybody. Here is your Boozy fortune for today's episode on December 24th, 2024. Episode what? 35 or 65? Yeah, can't talk no more.
35?
Done.
You cut us in half, buddy.
Yeah, I'm done. All right, here we go. So your fortune is, though you claim to like, oh fuck, okay, let me just fucking, here we go. Yeah. Remember,
God.
I'm double fisting tonight. I'm double fisting. Holy shit. All right.
The screen just got blurry.
Let's try this one more time. Though you claim to like bottled beer, many have seen you taking it in the can.
Huh. Well, interesting. I wouldn't say that's funny.
Take it in the can? Are we talking about something else, taking it in the can?
They're shoving that bottle of beer up their butt, Joshua. That's what the joke is on that one. So, just saying. Just saying. Not one who's tried that, but, pun intended, if you have, let us know in the comments. Tell me about it. Send me a link. I'd like to watch. Anyways, Joshua, let's give some lucky numbers on this holiday special. Here they are, your 7 lucky numbers in order: 1, 7, 11, 20, 24, 37, and 42. Once again, your lucky numbers are 1, 7, 11, 20, 24, 37, and 42. Add it to the 7s for the sweepstakes, and we'll talk about it next week. There you go. Again, one last time. Joshua.
We got our 7s.
Anything left you'd like to say for the people, Joshua? Yeah, we'll talk about the 7 sweepstakes next week. I feel like we gave enough sweepstake talk.
We did. I think
previously.
So no, I've been saying it the last few episodes. I just want everybody to be safe because the end of the year gets a little sketchy. And I want everybody to be able to show up on January 1st with their loved ones and just wake up, watch their favorite movie, have breakfast, because man, we got fucking tornadoes around here and shit. There's tsunami warnings going on. We got
crazy.
drones going on. So let's just all try to be safe, everybody. Let's make it through the end of the year. And holy shit, we've made it another year in the books. Fuck, dude, I love all you guys, and can't wait to see you on the next episode. I think that's going to be like our New Year's episode, isn't it? Or close to our New Year's episode?
It will be, I believe, our New Year's episode or our reflection episode. So Joshua and I do a reflection episode at the end of the year, which is almost like a clip show, except it's not. But it'll kind of be a little bit more this year. So you can listen to that. I hope you listen to that because it'll be fun. But yeah, it'll be our New Year's reflection episode. So we talk about, it's like a little behind the scenes of where we're going next year and whatnot. So but yeah, that's next week. So wonderful, Joshua. Wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. We do really fucking appreciate it. We appreciate you. Happy holidays. We hope you have a safe one. We hope you have fun. Shit, eat all the food. Open all the gifts. And Joshua, oh snap. You, me, and Santa Claus, we're going to eat some freaking psychedelic mushrooms and just lay on the couch and vibe out for Christmas, baby.
Let's go.
Let's fucking do it, dude. All right, guys. See you next week. Deuces.